what's up guys? It's Sophie. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I make videos about whatever I want, whenever I feel like it. Emphasis on the whenever I feel like it because it's been a hot minute since I filmed a video. When I moved into my last apartment, I was super excited to be on my own for the first time ever, like my own apartment by myself, paying all my own bills, being by myself, having more time to film videos and stuff. I probably made 3 YouTube videos the whole time I lived there, the whole year. But it was because living there was a very challenging time in my life, and I realized that very quickly of living there that I did not enjoy living there. It brought all of my shadows to the surface. It brought all of my darkness, all of my negative traits, brought everything to the surface, and it was a very difficult year. Just a few shitty things about that apartment which like caused me to be so like sad and depressed all the time. Like the kitchen was so small you literally could not even do anything. There wasn't even a counter space in there like to cook. So every time I tried to cook for myself I just got frustrated. Because I'm very impatient. Like I'm a very impatient person and I get frustrated very easily. Didn't have a dishwasher, so that was like stressful and hell every time I had to do the nasty dishes and with no counter space to put the dishes. They were always renovating the apartment above me, so I'd wake up to like hammering on the floor at 8 in the morning, like for months. One time I woke up to them hammering something on my door, like changing this freaking posts on my door, like okay, good morning. When we moved out, I found out that there was black mold all under my bed, so that has a lot to do with why I felt the way I felt, because I was sleeping under black mold, and I was unaware of it for the whole year, or whenever it grew. I'm sure it started at the beginning when it was like rainy all the time, because at one point the floor was wet and I didn't think anything of it. I guess that's my fault, but like it wasn't that wet. I don't know. Like I don't own the apartment. And it was underground, so I just felt like a caveman, like living in this freaking little underground, sticking my head up to see the freaking sky, and I can't ever see the sun. All my plants died. Like, anyway. That's just a few examples of why I hated living there and why it was detrimental to my mental health. And I'm not saying it was 100% bad, because I did a lot of cool shit in the past year. Like, since I lived there, I got my tea business up and going. Like it wasn't 100% bad. Like I had a lot of good moments. My relationship is still going strong, so apparently that came out okay. But for me personally, I felt like it was a very challenging time, and it taught me a lot. And now I'm in this new space that is everything I could have manifested and more. And I feel like it's really the time that I'm like stepping into my power and stepping into like my purpose and everything that I've wanted to do forever. So this is the year 22, magic number. But I feel like this year is just gonna be so good. It's already started off so good, and but that makes me want to just get on here. I just wanted to make a quick little like what's up video. Like I'm back, I'm gonna start posting a lot more videos, but I wanted to talk a little bit about your shadow self today and how the past year has helped me work on healing my shadows and understanding like what that is and why you have those and all that shit. So I'm just gonna be short and sweet and talk about it. Let's just chat, you know? Let's just talk. So your shadow self is like the part of yourself that most people, if you're not like trying to heal or you're not focused on that stuff, don't really want to talk about. They don't want to accept that they are that way. When you're able to point out your shadows and you know what they are, you can kind of get to the more root of why you are that way. Kind of go back to your like childhood trauma and figure out like what happened to make me this way, or blah blah blah, like why do I do these things, why am I this way, and then work on understanding that about yourself. And in your brain, when you can understand the origins of why you are the way you are, it's a lot easier to not be that way, because when you're doing it you can point it out more, or you can like be aware of when you're doing it. That's the same thing I just said, but you know what I mean. How it works over time when you're doing all this healing work and you're focusing on your shadows and doing shadow work think about a real shadow. The more that you bring light to a shadow, the more it disappears. So the more you focus on it, the more you're bringing light to it, the more it's going to go away, and it's not going to really be as present in your life. And we're always going to have those shadows. It's okay to have negative stuff. Life is all about duality, black and white, yin and yang. But again, being able to point it out, work on it, is what this life is about. It's about learning how to navigate your human mind and your human experiences and be the person you are and love the person you are. Love all your flaws, love your shadows. Find someone that can love your shadows and can help you work on those things. Thankfully, I have an amazing partner that is right there with me on a path of healing, and we both are aware of our own shadows, and we can hold each other accountable and help each other, and it's great. And I feel like this is random, but I feel like a lot of times people say, like, you have to heal yourself before you can be in a relationship, blah, blah, blah. But, like, my relationship, even though we both have a lot of healing to do, which everyone always will have healing to do. Your healing is never finished. You're not ever going to be healed completely. But being with the person can help you heal more because you're holding yourself accountable and you're growing together. When you're in a relationship, your triggers and things like that come to the surface, like especially like childhood trauma has a lot to do with like the way that you act in your relationship and the things that trigger you. So when I was single, I wasn't really aware of that. I wasn't really aware of like my triggers and my shadows because I was just single, living my life. I didn't have a care in the world, nothing to really show my shadows from. But when I got in a relationship, that stuff came to the surface. And that doesn't mean that the relationship is bad. That doesn't mean that, like, you have to break up and heal yourself before you can be together, because being together helps you heal. Because you're seeing those things and you're able to work on them with someone else that can hold you accountable for those things. Does that make sense? But anyway, I just wanted to rant a little bit, talk about that, because that has been my experience the past year, is really focusing on my shadows and healing and figuring all that shit out so that this year I can shine and be the best version of myself and live the life that I've always wanted to live. Because right now my life's a fucking movie, dude. Like, it's weird. Everything in my life is just like weird, and it's a lot for me to like accept that I'm living, and like just manifestation is real. It's real. I manifested my relationship with someone that I used to like have the biggest crush on, to go to meet and greets and like wait to meet him, and like I was a fangirl. I was definitely not like a diehard like obsessed fangirl, but at one point in my adolescence I was a fangirl, and now I'm waiting on him to get home from work so I can kiss his freaking face. It's just weird. And then like this apartment, like I manifested everything that I wanted here, and we got it all. And it's like, you are in control of your life. And like, yeah, there's gonna be shitty moments. Like the last year of my life was, even though I was doing a lot of cool shit and like I was overall very happy, it was a fucking hard year, dude. Like I was very depressed at the same time as being very happy and blessed and grateful. I was very depressed, and I had to fucking drag myself out of bed most days, and like sat in bed watching TV most days. But because of my mindset, because I knew that it was going to get better, look at where I am. You are the only one in control of your circumstances. You can change anything in your life if you just try. And if you just believe. Like, I'm happy. I'm happy, and I'm happy to be on here speaking to you guys again, and I'm excited to make more videos all the time, and yeah. I'm taking a little Instagram and TikTok break at the moment, because I feel like now that I'm in this space all settled and everything's together here, I feel like now it's time to get everything together up here, and the dopamine and just like the shit that social media does to your brain is real, and I feel like it was affecting my anxiety a lot and get my mind right. And this year is going to be amazing. And I'm excited to document it all and grow on here and spread a message of light and love. And yeah, be me, be my energy, be my soul for you to see. Okay. Hey kitties, can we not attack each other, please? They're so happy here. They're so happy in their new space, aren't they? Aren't you? Yes. All right. Well, thank you for watching. If you watched, expect a lot more videos soon. If you have any suggestions or you want to see anything or want to hear me talk about anything, leave it in the comments. For sure. All right. Much love. Make sure to follow me on Instagram, even though I'm not using it at the moment. I will be back, but you can follow me right here at So Spins. And yeah, make sure to subscribe. Leave me a little like. Maybe leave me a comment. Have a beautiful day.